Are you truly hungry right now? How many meals do you eat a day? And do you eat those meals because you are truly hungry? Or is it out of habit or a feeling of emptiness? Today, we will explore the meaning of true hunger, which we may not have fully understood, and the amazing changes that small portions, light eating, and fasting bring to our bodies. We often think, if I'm hungry, I must eat. However, this can sometimes be a misconception. When you have just eaten, or when you have an acute illness like a cold and your body lacks the ability to digest food, it is natural not to feel hunger. Not being hungry means there is no need to eat. If you eat when your digestive capacity is diminished, food may not be properly broken down and can rot or ferment. This creates toxic byproducts, and if these toxins enter the blood or body tissues, they can put the body into a toxic state. When we experience pain, fever, infection, or abdominal pain, we usually have no appetite. At such times, we should not eat any food until we feel hunger and appetite again. When you are sick, do not eat. During acute illness, vital energy is concentrated on healing. There is no energy left for digestion. Even so, forced eating can cause vomiting or diarrhea, or waste the precious vital energy needed for healing, thereby slowing down recovery. The differences between pathological craving and true hunger are as follows: headaches, irritability, lethargy, drowsiness, dizziness, and heartburn are often misunderstood as hunger. These may be withdrawal symptoms of the body reacting to toxins. Pathological cravings become particularly severe when addicted to processed foods, sugar, salt, and coffee. It can be similar in nature to a drug addict being deprived of drugs. True hunger is far from pain or discomfort. It is a comfortable feeling. A healthy person does not feel a loss of physical strength or pain even if they skip a meal or two. If you do, it is a signal that a change in eating habits is necessary. The effects of calorie restriction through small portions, light eating, are remarkable. One of the secrets of people with a long-standing culture of longevity has been light eating. Research shows that longevity communities around the world, such as the Vilcabamba Indians of Ecuador and the Hunza people of Pakistan, commonly consume about 50% fewer calories than the average American. In the 1930s, Dr. Clive McCay of Cornell University discovered that reducing a rat's food intake by half could double its lifespan. Calorie-restricted rats not only lived longer, but also stayed younger and healthier. Roy Walford and Richard Weindruck of UCLA proved that calorie restriction through light eating could increase the lifespan of middle-aged rats by up to 60%. The health effects of light eating are as follows. Simply reducing calorie intake extends lifespan, prevents degenerative diseases that occur with age, such as cancer, arthritis, and arteriosclerosis, improves insulin, blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure levels, enhances immune and circulatory functions, and makes one younger, more vibrant, and energetic. Furthermore, calorie restriction brings positive changes to the expression of aging-related genes. According to a University of Wisconsin study, 60% of the changes in aging-related gene expression occurred in calorie-restricted rats within a few weeks. In other words, anti-aging effects can appear very quickly, regardless of age, simply through dietary control. Raw food provides us with the power of nature as it is. How we cook our food also has a major impact on the health of our bodies. According to the Max Planck Institute, if food is cooked for too long, about 50% of the protein is destroyed and becomes unusable by the body. Additionally, during the cooking process, proteins can turn into substances that interfere with cellular functions, accelerating aging and disease. If you eat food without heating or cooking it, you can obtain the same amount of protein, vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients by eating only half as much as cooked food. In other words, efficient nutritional intake is possible. Fasting acts as a time for a deep cleaning of the body. Fasting means more than just starving. It means physiological rest. The effects of fasting are as follows. Chewing, movement, and gastric juice secretion required for food digestion consume a lot of energy. However, when you fast, this energy does not need to be consumed. Instead, more energy is used to remove toxins from the body and restore vitality. Living organisms constantly produce toxins. Fasting activates the body's excretory action much more, allowing these toxins to be removed from body tissues and blood as quickly as possible. Modern people eat too much, move too little, and do not rest properly, causing waste to accumulate in the body. It is like pouring too much food into a funnel. Through fasting, the body removes excessively accumulated toxins in the blood, waste products between cells, or also called tissue constipation, and toxins accumulated within cells. During fasting, the body's ability to break down and discharge cholesterol accumulated in blood vessels and dissolve dangerous blood clots, fibrin, in the blood is maximized, which contributes to the prevention of cardiovascular diseases, such as pulmonary embolism. Autophagy is accelerated. During fasting, the process of prioritizing the breakdown of unnecessary or diseased tissues, such as benign tumors, to obtain energy is activated. In addition, it lowers blood pressure by spontaneously removing salt and water without damaging body tissues, and the ability of white blood cells to destroy toxic bacteria is improved. Animals instinctively do not eat and take rest when they are sick. It is a law of nature to wait until the appetite is restored. Fasting when acute disease symptoms first appear can prevent them from developing into chronic diseases, and fasting for a while when the body is tired or low on energy can provide an opportunity to restore vital energy and recharge the body. However, fasting only provides the environment in which the body can act on its own. The degree of recovery is determined by the body's own healing ability. Completely destroyed tissues or pediatric malignant tumors are difficult to heal through fasting alone. Furthermore, long-term fasting must be conducted under the management and supervision of an expert. The concepts of light eating, raw food, fasting, and true hunger are very deeply connected to a vegan diet. A vegan diet is less burdensome to digest compared to meat or dairy products. This helps the body save the energy needed to digest food and use that energy more for toxin discharge and healing. As mentioned above, a vegan diet reduces the influx of toxins that can come from animal products and is rich in fiber and antioxidants to support the body's natural detoxification process. This contributes to minimizing the accumulation of toxins in the body, even without fasting. Processed foods, caffeine, sugar, and animal proteins are often the causes of pathological cravings. Reducing these dependencies with a vegan diet makes it much easier to react more sensitively to the body's natural hunger signals and experience true hunger. This is a great help in naturally practicing light eating or intermittent fasting. Finally, if you fast while your body is already clean and light due to a vegan diet, the toxin discharge and healing effects can be further maximized. Feeling true hunger, lightening the body of unnecessary things, and filling the body with fresh, natural plant-based foods is the wisest way for our bodies to function most effectively and for us to live a healthy, vibrant life.